Hi guys, good morning. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a bread, that one that I told you yesterday. All right, today I don't have my tripod, that's why I have to do this. I'm actually using a cup. Let me just put this like this. Yeah, I'm just using a cup so that it can hold my tripod for a while. So sorry guys. Okay, this is better. Oh no, I got like this. I hope this is better. No. Oh my goodness, this is the best I can get. Okay, guys. Anyway, welcome. I'm going to see if I can adjust this cup a bit. It looks like it's crazy here. Let me just move this to the side. Yeah. Usually I like to set up everything. In fact, I just tested the what do you call that? The cup like this. Yeah. I think this way is better, right? Hi! Today I'm going to make a rye bread. So this is my workplace and I'm going to do about 40 rye bread. No, maybe 80. We'll see how is it. But I'm just going to join you guys on live here at YouTube. So let's get started. Yeah. Rye bread is very easy to make. So I'm going to show you what I do in the morning, usually when I come. So usually in Sweden, you can buy this kind of, we call that the fresh yeast. So you can buy dry or you can buy the fresh one. For me, I prefer the fresh one because it rises better and in terms of the dry one, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work on some recipe. So to be play safe, you buy the fresh one. So usually in the morning, I always like to, come in and then I boil some water and then I just want to soak this yeast to see that it works. So if it's rice, some guys you have seen earlier on, I make some which I put them in hot water, not really hot, about 37 degrees Celsius, and then I put the yeast in and let it rise. So it's rising now, but I'm going to do two patches. The first patch I'm going to show you, the other patch I'm going to do it in my own face. All right, so a bit of water, the two dry yeast, this is about 100 grams. So you can buy this quite cheap in Sweden. It's about 6-7 krona. And then you need some salt and you also need some sugar. I'm going to add some salt in here because usually I like to make sure that this bread is well salted. This is supposed to be a salted bread, so you want to, I like a salt bread. I don't know how many of you guys like. I prefer a very salty bread to making sandwiches. So I let this rise. I don't know whether you can see. I don't dare to touch my tripod because now it's okay. So I don't know. Can you see? It's difficult to see when it's not transparent. Anyway, I'm going to put them into my mixer. Usually I do like this. I like to assemble them. Guys, you will now see my ass. No seeing an ass. Okay, this is the hook that we have. I think I might have to make this video again. I should have set this up. Let me just see if I can find my hook, my scrapple. In one box so it's easier to find. So you need a scraper too. I'm going to show you guys now, so you can see what I meant. So this one comes with a hook like this. And then it comes with a scraper too. So usually I don't like to what do you call that, tighten it, and you have to move this to tighten it. So let me just show you how I do it. Okay, now like this. It's very difficult without a tripod, I tell you. Okay, now you see I have let this one, there is a hook there, if you can see there's a hole here, right? So you put this thing down and then it will stay stable. Usually I don't want to like fasten it. I let it move freely so that, you know, the dough is more well mixed. It will go around the edges. Okay. Kind of difficult, huh? No tripod is very, very difficult. I think it's like, and then I promise you guys I'm gonna make a video. So I don't want to break my promise. At least I do it instead of just promising you. Okay, now I already set up the dough. So what I usually do is I add some hot water. Not really hot, about again 37 degrees. So usually I like to cook about a kettle of water. And then I test it with my finger. And then you know, it's so hot the water, right? It's hot boiled water. So I'm going to add some water. To make it like 35 degrees Celsius. I prefer slightly hotter because you cannot kill the yeast, right? But you have to have a certain amount of temperature to let this, you know, like keep rising. So about 1 liter of water. I've already add what do you call that? 2 deciliter of hot warm water inside to cool down the yeast. So actually I just need about 80 ml of water. I'm removing 2 deciliter of water. So I usually like to mix everything together. Yeah. Okay, the salt, prefer a bit more salt. It's so nice with the salt. And then you need about 1 3/4 deciliter, which is about 150 ml of cooking oil. No need to put what do you call that, butter. This is cooking oil, and surprisingly it was really, really good. And that's it. That is all you need. Water, yeast, sugar, 2 tablespoons of sugar, by the way. So I usually like to pour everything in. And since I'm going to make another batch, right? So usually I do the same thing. I open this in the morning. And then I just, you know, it looks like this. The fresh yeast in Sweden. So I just break them like this. And then I put them into the bowl. Another one. Okay, looks like this, yeah. And then you want to add the water. About 35 degrees Celsius. Oh, I missed one part. About 35, and then you make about 2 deciliter of water. Not enough water, man. So, have to boil more water. Okay. And then, you know, you just use a spoon to just mix them like this. And then you let them sit. Trick is use some salt. Okay, use quite a bit of salt. And then some sugar. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of sugar here. and then mix this, and then you're going to be adding a little bit more water, and let this rise. Okay, I think by the end, when I do the dough, this should rise like a mountain. Put them aside. Next, you're going to make the dough. So the proportion for rye flour is 5 deciliter and 8 deciliter of plain flour. So I'm going to add the flour now. I have my flour here. So when you're making double, it means instead of 5 deciliter of rye flour, I'm going to be adding like 10 liter, right? So 10 liter of rye flour. And then usually I add only 9 deciliter because I don't want to mix everything too, right? And then you want to make sure that it's not too dry. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And then my plain flour is 8 deciliter on the first amount, the single serving, but I'm making double serving. So 8 times 2 is 16. So I will be putting just 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's try 12 first, okay? And then 12 means I have about 4 deciliter left on plain flour and 1 deciliter on rye flour. Usually I like to do it like this so that I can see the dough, and then you know when the dough is like really wet, you know, that's where you want to slowly add in the flour. Okay, I'm going to start off by, can you see now? Here is the first one. So I'm going to start off by very slow first. Then sometimes I move it a little bit with my hand just to make sure everything go in, yeah? You see, you can control, you know, very, very good, right? This machine. I really like this machine. Okay, now guys, I'm going to show you how it looks like. So, you can move this with your hand like this if you like. Okay, sorry for the interruption. There's a bad connection here in the for the Wi-Fi because this is an old building, so the wall is extremely thick. So sometimes the Wi-Fi cannot reach that. Oh, so I'm back. Okay, so I usually like to add the remaining rye flour or plain flour. So I have 5 more. 3. I think I don't want to put too much. I want to see how it looks like. And then let me just put 1 more deciliter of flour, rye flour. Okay, then you want to start this. guys see how it looks like. Something at the side too. So I will show you at the end, yeah. But let me just take control with my dough first. So if I see that the side is not doing so well, I will just move this one, this thing, the scraper, making sure that they are wet enough. So usually I like to add just a few droplets of water. If it's so too dry at the side, I just add a few drops of water. And then I continue. You see? It works. So you're going to make this on the mixer for at least 20 minutes. So I'm going to put this to number 12 so that it will, the purpose is to make this really, really soft. So the trick is to make this as long as possible. I usually like to mix this for at least 20 minutes. Then I look at it, I peep at it sometimes. Oh, it's too wet. Then I add a little bit of flour at a time. I think this is perfect now. Okay, while this is mixing, see how my yeast look like? This is small. put some oil in here. Okay guys, come and take a look. Okay guys, I think this is fine now. So release this thing, this handle, and then usually I like to remove the scrap or two. It's a very sunny. In fact, this morning it was snowing, so I was like so worried because I have some flowers outside, remember? So I have to bring in all the flowers. So no need to clean these. just put this aside because I'm going to do the second batch. So I'm going to cut this live streaming into 2. Okay, it's really, really good. The flour, actually, you don't really need to remove this one either, but it's easier to pour it out. You have to remove this in order to, because I'm making such a big batch. So I'm going to lift this and I'm going to pour it over this very big gallia. We call this balja in Swedish. So very big portion. I'm going to use all my strength to just throw everything in here. It's not heavy, the dough, because this is for 40 buns. Look! Estee is strong, yeah? Estee may be old, but Estee is strong. So one of my goals this year is to build up my muscle, because you know when you are 50 or maybe when you're 40, you start to lose your muscle. So women, men, brothers and sisters, it's not too late. And I'm going to show you one action, right guys? If you're going to wonder why I think that building our muscle is very important, let me just put this, and then I start this one. Okay. Make sure you get the clicks out. And then put in the mixer. I'm going to make another batch here. So again, I'm going to pour my everything, the water the same. I'm going to be using hot water plus cold water. About 80 ml, 800 ml, and then my 200 ml of yeast and oil and sugar and water. And then I'm going to, with this one, this dough here, I'm going to just cover them with a plastic film. Okay, just cover them. I use a plastic film because when you use a plastic film, you don't really allow any air to go inside there. Hey, thank you for the thumbs up. And also, no air is allowed to come in here. So don't use a cloth, okay? A cloth, it will dry up. Listen to me, use a plastic film, and then you know it will rise very, very fast. And then you don't really need to put them in a hot place. You know, this kitchen is quite warm. Or anyway, if you can like to honor, if your place is very cold, right? So you on the oven, like I did sometime. I open a little bit of the door so that, you know, you get some hot air inside this room, right? To keep this room warm. And then this one will yeast faster. Yeah. So I'm going to put this one in the side. Let it sit there while I prepare my second batch, and I'm going to show you guys, okay? Don't walk away yet. I'm going to show you guys why at age 40 and above you need to build up your muscle. And I'm going to do a very simple showing demonstration. So if you can do the same thing like I do, you don't have to worry, because if you can't do this very simple demonstration, the chances is that before you reach 65, you are going to be bedridden. All right? How horrible is that, right? I was shocked when I saw that news. Okay, now don't disturb me. I'm going to put in 10 first. 10 of this rice flour. 1. Before I show you the demonstration. 2. 3. 4. So 5, and then my white flour. So I should be putting 16, but I'm not going to put 16. I'm just going to put about 14 first, or even 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I owe this white flour 3 deciliter more. Okay, start the machine. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put this thing. So put this back. This handle is very, very important. So, but you don't need to tighten it. Just let it go. I'm gonna put 12 minutes here. Not more. And then just move this around with my hand. And then 2 more. Okay, let's go out and do the demonstration. Okay, 12 minutes. Let this go on a medium, and then let's go to the other room so it's more quieter. Let's go. So sorry guys, have to show you guys here. So I'm thinking about where I should show you guys. Maybe like this. I'm gonna put you guys here so you can see me while I do this demonstration. Okay? So it says that the researcher says that if you can't do this moment, if you just can't stand on your feet, you might be bedridden before 65 years old. So try this at home yourself, okay? So I'm going to sit like this, yeah, and then you put one foot on top like this, and then you try to stand. Let me just move this. Okay, I'm going to just stand. So, and then you try on the other feet too. Lift up these feet, and then try and stand on these feet, yeah. So put your hand, don't need to put like this, just normal, fall down, and then try to stand. You know, last week, okay, let me tell you why. I think this is very, very important. Actually, when I saw this, it was like 2 weeks ago. There is this documentary I found on YouTube, I think, or Facebook, can't remember. So it says that the researcher has done a research, and they do on a lot of people. I don't know how many people, and surprisingly, this group of people that they were doing are those people who are over 45. Some of them, they can't even stand up like this, you know, and they were told that, you better start to build your muscles, because when you are over 40 years old, you will lose the muscle, and that is very bad. And I think that is why when I was working in the old folks home, I would expect people like 70, 80, but nowadays it's getting younger and younger people, moving into old folks home. And it really scares me, and I think it really makes sense, because I notice those people who move into the old folks home, those are the people who are normally bedridden before 70 years old. I was shocked, so now I'm like 52, 3 soon, and I have to think, okay, in 20 years, I will be, 70, right? 73. And if I cannot walk, if I have to be bedridden, then that's the end of me. No more Estee channel, no more cooking for you guys. So guys, I want you guys to take care of yourself, okay? And uh, think about this, because I want you to follow my journey, because I think my channel is not only about cooking, eating healthy, fast and easy recipes for dinner and lunch, or maybe sometimes breakfast, and sometimes drinks, but then, also, how to enjoy your life to the fullest, and but to enjoy the life to the fullest, you need to have a healthy body, right? If you don't have a healthy body, you don't even want to live anymore, right? So my goal this year is to try to train, because I obviously am very, very overweight, and I think this is not so good. So I'm going to give myself a challenge, and I'm going to try to do exercise at least half an hour every day to build up my muscle, especially my stomach. The woman problem, man also is a problem, a stomach, because we sit a lot. Even though I'm walking quite a lot, working, while running up and down, still the stomach, when you're over 45, you start to grow stomach, and that, you cannot afford to have it. You wear whatever clothes it is, it's not nice, and then sometimes it just, make you feel like you are unattractive, right? So my goal, and I hope you can follow me in my this channel, I will give you guys some tips, the lazy style, how to lose weight without having to work, like going to the gym, Yeah, I go to the gym maybe once a month with LG, or once a week with LG, but I really hate going to the gym. I like to do something that is really easy, fast, and at the same time I enjoy the nature, I enjoy going out for a walk. And I don't want to, like, do until like damn jialat, you have to, really hate it, no, don't. I think there is many ways you can lose weight by eating well, and you just do some simple exercises by just watching television, just instead of just sitting there like a sack of potato. Why not you do something, right? So I'm going to share with you guys, if I'm watching TV and if I'm doing exercise, I'm going to jump on live streaming in the evening, all right, to show you guys how I do some exercise, and what are the exercise that I find personally is working for me. All right, so guys, I'm going to do a live streaming later. The bread is going to be resting. You saw I covered them, right? So it's going to be covered for at least half an hour. When half an hour is up, I'm going to transfer them onto a tray, lay them flat onto this really black tray, the one that I oiled, and I'm going to let it cover again, rest it for 30 minutes still, and then I'm going to just cut them before I put them in the oven. That time I will go live stream, and I'll show you again how I do it, and I hope to see you again 1 hour later. All right,